Elon was also asked on the call about deliveries for 2021. And the question was, am I reading this right that you should expect between 840,000 and 1 million? Elon said, you're not far off. If that's remotely accurate, that would be 60% to 100% growth in 2021. That would be kind of nutty to see. Do you think that that's realistic?
Yeah, I mean, so the video I put out last night was that I think they can do a million. And actually, this guy on my live stream pre-earnings call was like, dude, they're gonna do a million cars next year. I'm like, no way. And then I started crunching the numbers, and it's like, well, they're at 840K now without China Model Y, a little bit of growth on the current production lines, Berlin, Cybertruck. When you're building three factories around the world at once, you're getting ready to really seriously ramp production. And so I've crunched the numbers, and I think it's Tesla's shooting for a million cars next year. Is what I think, or around that. They're going to try and double unit sales, and they're almost going to be able to pull it off. They might not. They're probably going to get like 80 or 90%. This is just what I really think. I'm guessing, but I know
Yeah.
it's pretty insane.
To give you some sense, so this is from their
Yeah.
shareholder letter and slide. So they currently have capacity for about, if you add that up, that is 840,000. And they have all this in development. I know they said that Model Y Shanghai should be in production next year.
Oh, and I think I'm glad you brought that up. That's what they're sandbagging. Model Y is going to do 100,000 cars alone next year in Shanghai, is my opinion. Look at what Model 3 did, in basically like 1 year, they got it up to a 250K production rate from starting production. And so I think they're about to start Model Y production. They'll end the year around 200K. They'll deliver a net around 100K. And so you just add that 100K into the 840, we're already at 940, right? Like,
Yeah.
maybe Model S and X are lower than 90K. I guess they have the Plaid though, so that's going to help that. And then look at all these blank spots we got here, Brian. Like Berlin Model Y, that's supposed to roll off the line. Texas Model Y, that's supposed to roll off the line. Cybertruck US, and that's all going to be, those might be the new batteries. So they could be really like small deliveries, but
They should be pretty high margin eventually, though, especially the Roadster. And they did say on the call 12 to 24 months to reach capacity. Have you heard any rumblings about potential growth in India? Because I know that that's a massive market that Tesla hasn't even touched yet.
I'm, you know, I love Tesla in India. I'm still waiting for it. I pitched the Cyber Shah and made a whole video rendering the cyber electric rickshaw concept because the electric rickshaw market in India is like massive and booming. I didn't know I was researching this. And so I think, India has a lot of local government restrictions that make it really hard for a foreign technology company to enter and dominate. It's been just in history, we haven't really seen it. And so Tesla's trying to navigate that, and they have enough on their plate. But frankly, I think the bigger the problem, the bigger the opportunity. You have 1.3 billion people, soon the most populous country in the world, needs a ton of energy, needs a ton of electricity, cars, sustainable. Like this is a huge, huge opportunity. So I see it. I think Tesla will crush it in India eventually, but this is more like a 2025 story.